Hi everyone and welcome to my edible balcony gardening channel. I felt like taking along with me because today I want to harvest some of my peppers, and I felt it would be interesting for some of you to see what varieties I have and how my pepper plants did this year. So the first plant is a sweet chocolate pepper. I actually overwinter some of my pepper plants. I don't know if some of you do this. Pepper plants can actually be overwintered and they actually do well in the second year. This is another Pinot pepper plant. I actually did not overwinter this plant. This is my first time trying out the Nadapino pepper plant, and I'm really impressed with the harvest and the taste. I really do not like hot peppers. I prefer sweet peppers. That's why I felt like Nadapino would be a pepper that I would try, and I have not been disappointed. I have a lot of green peppers. I'm actually trying to figure out how I can cover the pepper plants with a tunnel or a plastic so that I can try and keep most of the warmth around the plants, that the plants remain warm. So the Nadapino plant has been really great. I have a lot of green peppers that I hope will ripen. This is a Bacilla Bajar pepper plant. Actually, this plant doesn't turn red. When the peppers ripen, they actually turn more of a brown color. And this is the Rovega pepper plant. It's actually close related to the Ajavaski pepper plant, and I was very happy with this plant as well. I hope I can get to overwinter this plant. I think I have in this corner a total of 6 pepper plants. They're really closely planted together. The advantage with planting pepper plants closely together is they actually try and provide shade for each other. They shade each other, which is a good advantage. And pepper plants can actually be planted closely together if you are very careful with providing them with enough nutrition. So because I don't have much space on my balcony, I actually try and squeeze as many peppers as I can. In the corner, I also have another sweet chocolate pepper. So let me just start with the harvest. I actually fast forwarded the video a little bit because I know it would be maybe a little bit boring for people to watch me doing all the harvest at the normal pace, and the video would actually be too long. So this is the Nadapino. The thing that I noticed with the Nadapino is if you leave them too long on the plant, you actually run a risk of some birds or some other type of pest trying to feed on your pepper fruit. Now, this was more noticeable on the Nadapino. I think maybe because they're sweet, the birds love the Nadapino, so we actually shared some of the fruit from the Nadapino pepper plant. The Bacilla Bajar pepper plant, I have not actually had a taste of it, so I will try and test so that I just have a feel of how it tastes. But what I do when I harvest my pepper plants, like today, I actually can some of them because I can't eat so much pepper plants at the same time. So what I do is I actually make them into pepper sauce, and I use the sauce when I'm doing my cooking, and I have so far been really impressed with the taste that it adds to my tomato sauces. I actually add some onions to the peppers and I add some tomato paste, and then I cook them and I add them to my sauces when I'm cooking. So the Basina Baja pepper plant was also pretty impressive. I liked it and I'll be growing it again next year. And that is the Rovega pepper plant that I'm harvesting right now with a long red pepper. So I actually overwintered two sweet chocolate pepper plants, and I'm not sure if I'm going to overwinter the sweet chocolate pepper plants, but let's see. Now, what are some of the tips to growing pepper plants? I think you need to start your seedlings at the right time. I usually start mine because our summer periods are from the middle of May. So I usually start my pepper plants end of February or mid February latest. March is a little bit too late, so you need to start your pepper plants early. You need to choose the right location for your pepper plants. Pepper plants love sun, but they also like to have a bit of shade during the day. So I actually picked a corner which is against the wall on my balcony. I get sun up until midday, and then the pepper plants get a bit of shade. Another tip that you would consider when growing pepper plants is the type of soil that you're using. Pepper plants prefer to have rich soil. As you can see from the side of the fruit, you need to ensure that the soil has enough nutrition. So this is the Ajvaski pepper plant. So, and then of course, I have to show you my favorite pepper plant, which is the shishito pepper. You can actually eat the shishito pepper when it's green. You can fry it with a bit of garlic and some salt, very delicious. Or you can actually wait until the pepper fruit turn red. Very, very tasty. I love this pepper. I actually plan to overwinter a plant and grow it again next year. Thank you so much for taking time to watch the video. I hope to do a more comprehensive video on how to successfully grow peppers next year as the season is over. Thank you so much for watching. I'm very, very happy with my harvest and I'm ready to actually do some cooking.